When I take hiatuses from my channel, bitch, I come back and I come with a T. Hey, it's Bri, and I need to be honest.
Woo! I'm going through it, bitch. I'm losing my motherfucking medulla.
If you've been here before, thanks for stopping by. And if you're new here, go ahead and click that red button and subscribe. And don't forget to click that bell for notifications, girl. Because I already know, after you chit chat with Bri, you're gonna wanna see me all the time, every time I upload. I don't know how long I have been doing YouTube, but I know that I've been doing YouTube for more than 5 years. And I just wanna preface this video by saying thank you to all of my OG subscribers. It is very important for me to start this video off showing you guys the love and the appreciation that you deserve, because God knows you have stuck with me on this journey, and sometimes, in my opinion, I didn't even deserve your support at all. I was going through it at one point, and I'm happy that when I was going through like my crash out era, I wasn't at a level of success or notoriety where anybody could technically cancel me. If you have been following me in my journey here on YouTube, you know that I'm a very inconsistent creator. I take a lot of breaks because I mentally get burnt out a lot, and I'm gonna get into that. I'm gonna lay it all on the table because I feel like in previous videos I have touched base on my insecurities here and there, but like in this video I really want to go into detail, and I really want to express to you guys the real reason why I continue disappearing from my channel. In order for you guys to understand where I'm coming from, I am gonna have to take you through my journey. That's why we always do the OG intro, bitch, because you never know who is watching. You never know who is new here. So with that being said, let's just go ahead and get straight into it. When I first started my YouTube channel, I genuinely wanted to be famous. Genuinely. Like, that's what I wanted more than anything on earth. Like, seriously. More than I wanted food. More than I wanted shelter. I wanted to be a star. I know I'm not lying because, I mean, Google me, baby. I have moved a lot. I have sacrificed a lot to be a YouTuber, okay? To chase my dreams. When I was a little girl, I wanted to be a singer. That was like my first dream ever in life. And I really need you guys to know this, because I know somebody's gonna click on the title of this video and they're gonna be like, yes, this is my opportunity to tear this bitch down. This is my opportunity to read that hoe.
Should she suffer? All right, clap if you think she should suffer.
You are tearing me down from a pedestal that you have fucking put me on. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Even though you can't touch me and you can't see me face to face, I'm a human being just like you, okay? I feel like some of you guys need to be reminded that, like, I'm human. Like, in case you forgot, I don't know how many story times I have to keep doing to let you guys know I'm not fucking perfect. I'm not trying to fucking be. I had to say that because I've gotten comments where people are basically trying to allude to the fact that I'm a narcissist. And in real life, I experience a lot of people confusing my confidence with arrogance. And it's very important for me to articulate that my earliest memory in life, I knew what I was supposed to be doing here on this planet. I always knew that I was destined to be in the spotlight. I always knew that. Like I said, when I was younger, I thought it was going to be because I was going to make music. I was going to be a singer. When I tell you, so many people killed my dream. I'm literally getting emotional thinking about it, and we just started the video. I'm not finna do this. I'm not finna do this. But yeah, I mean, I need you guys to understand where I'm coming from. The first dream that I ever had, everybody told me that I couldn't do it. Everybody told me that I couldn't sing. Mind you, they didn't see my journals. They didn't see my binders. They didn't see my folders. They didn't see my diaries. They didn't see the songs that I was writing. And they just were like, no, you suck, give it up. Do something realistic. You guys don't know this, but like, I'm trying to word what I say carefully, because when I tell my truth on the internet, it really rubs my family the wrong way, to the point where I've had legal threats from my own family members in regards to the things that I share on YouTube. And I know it's because they're embarrassed about how they treated me. I know it's because, you know, they did so much shit. I can really talk about them like for the rest of my life, and then I can write a book about it, and then I can write a movie. Like, thanks for the trauma, bitch. When I started my channel, I knew that I was not going to go back to school. I actually was stripping at the time. I could not afford to pay my rent. I had this bunk ass, stinky ass, musty ass roommate who, you know, she took my kindness for weakness. It is what it is. So I remember we were working at like this very low-key club that really didn't make any money. And it was one of those clubs where the girls were making money, but it was not because they were dancing. Okay, I was working at one of them clubs. And so I was like traveling with this particular roommate. I remember one time we went to Reno to dance, and I knew damn well that I couldn't do no tricks, no flips, no splits. The only thing that I had working in my favor was this face card and this personality girl. And I was in there talking too much because I was super anxious. Like, when you're a dancer, you got to deal with a lot of rejection, bitch. And I could not wrap my head around that. That was not the career, nor was that the industry for me. It got to a point where I told my roommate at the time, like, we gonna have to switch it up because this stripper shit is not working. And I'm not going back to school. So I need to figure out what my career path is going to be. The point I'm trying to make to you guys is I always had a dream of being a star. And that dream, as I got older, rebranded itself, right? Because when I was a little kid, you actually had to have a talent to be a star. As I got older, there were celebrities like Kim Kardashian, who was famous for being famous. There was Instagram, there was YouTube, there was Tumblr, there was Twitter. There were so many ways that you could get your 15 minutes of fame. You could literally be a celebrity within your own niche or online community. And because when I was little, everybody was so adamant that I would not be a singer, like it would never happen. Even though people killed my dream of being a singer, because of the generation and the time that I was born in, I was like, you know what? But I could still be famous. Like, I could still be famous, and I ain't even gotta do too much. I could be famous for being pretty. I could be famous for dressing good. I could be famous for doing good makeup. Like, the options are fucking limitless. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, no matter what I studied in school, no matter what job I got, my heart, my soul still wanted to be a star. And it's not because I'm shallow. It's not because I'm vain. It's not because I'm narcissistic. It's because I'm extremely misunderstood. And I'm one of those people that I'm alone, but I'm not lonely. I prefer talking to a camera because a camera does not cut me off, and I can get my thoughts out without being like interrupted, or without somebody projecting onto me, or without somebody trying to fucking dumb me down. I was born for this shit. I'm not even old, and I genuinely feel like I have lived 1,000 lives. No matter what I went through in life, and no matter how bad people treated me in my family or at school, because I really got bullied at school too. Like, y'all do not understand. But in this video, I'm really gonna try to get you bitches to understand why I keep disappearing, because I've been doing a lot of work on myself recently, and I feel like at this point, we might as well just address the elephant in the room. That's how I'm feeling. My whole life, people have told me that I'm either not worthy or I'm not capable of living my purpose, living my truth, making my dreams come true. And this literally started in the home, okay? I should have recognized that my family life and the people that I grew up around was preparation for some of the comments and some of the hatred and some of the scrutiny that I am just going to have to get online, because that's a part of the job. I am going to tell you guys the brutally honest truth right here, right now. I frequently disappear from my channel because I've never had peace in my life. I've never been able to just relax, bro. Never. I was always getting cussed out or tormented. And if you know, you know. I know for a fact that there's somebody watching this that knows exactly what I'm talking about. You're not even going to school. There's no reason for you to be up early, and your mom is cussing you out because you left one fork in the sink. I was the girl that got cussed out. I was the girl that got kicked out because I was depressed, because I wanted to be alone, or because I didn't want to argue back. Let me explain something to you guys. When my channel started popping, like when my story time started taking off, those comments did not bother me, bitch. Like, I was like a totally different person, and to a certain extent, I missed that version of myself. Because if I was getting hate comments, I literally used to think to myself, you're doing something right, bitch. They hate you, bitch. I was a totally different person. Totally. Like, I need to tap back into that energy, if anything, girl. Eventually, and to this day, I do not know why, my life started going to shit in real life, bitch. Like in real life, my life started going to fucking shit. I had to move from Los Angeles to Ohio. And then that was his whole thing, because that was my first time meeting my dad ever in my life, and we didn't even get along. That experience, moving from Los Angeles to Ohio while my YouTube channel is literally taking off. It was like the worst fucking time for that to happen. And then, you know, I go meet my dad. I'm thinking I'm gonna be supported because numbers don't lie. It wasn't like I was going to fucking Ohio with 1,200 followers in one viral video. My videos was going viral back to back to back. And I'm thinking that I'm gonna go to Ohio and my dad's gonna invest in me and he's gonna support me. And boy, was I fucking wrong. It felt like I was living with my grandmother all over again. And I was like, hell no, I'm not gonna go through this as a grown woman. I'm not gonna go through this as a grown woman, because I know what it did to me mentally as a child. So I got the fuck up out of Ohio. And then I came back to California. I quite literally had one pair of shoes. I had one pair of shoes. I didn't even grow up like that. I didn't even grow up like that. One pair of shoes. When I tell you, girl, self-esteem was in hell. It was in hell. And then I'm reading these comments and they're blaming me. I saw some of my subscribers that literally started fan pages, bitch. They were making edits for me, start talking shit about me in my comments on YouTube. And then one of the little fan pages deactivated, and they were like, Bri is not the person that I thought she was, and I can no longer continue to run this page. It was fucking weird. It was very, very weird. And I was just like, wow, what the fuck? Is this what being famous is? Because I hate it. I literally do not like it. Like, it was so crazy to see my supporters, people that I know their profile picture in the comments. Do you know how small your profile picture is on YouTube? That's how much a bitch was commenting, where I recognized her picture and her fucking name, and then she's on Twitter bullying me. That's another thing. I had people that were in my comments on YouTube supporting me, and then they're on Instagram bullying me, or they're on Twitter trolling me, bitch. This is real fucking life. 2020 was one of the worst years of my life. Now that it's 5 years later, we can be real. Some of the people that were trolling me in my comments on YouTube were my own friends. My own friends. People whose life I wanted to elevate. People who I used to motivate and encourage were behind fake Gmails, bitch, tearing me down, letting me know how they really fucking feel. Words quite literally cannot explain how everybody turning their back on me back to back to back in real life, I thought I was gonna lose my mind. So that's why I said what I said. If anybody clicked on this little fucking title and they thought that they were gonna roast me, bitch, first of all, you only tune in when you think something is going wrong in my life. I guess misery really do love company, huh, bitch? Let me reiterate what I said earlier. The only reason you wanna tear a bad bitch down is because you put me on that pedestal in the first place, baby. I'm just doing me. I'm just living life.
People who don't like me are people who I can't even relate to. You a bum bitch. Like, we don't have nothing in common, so I understand why you don't like me.
YouTube has quite literally changed my life. And not only has it changed my life, it has changed me as a woman. I take so many breaks from my YouTube channel because I do not want to admit to you or to myself how fucking hurt I am about the things I have gone through in life. I self-sabotage, and I'm not where I want to be on YouTube because I struggle with self-worth. Yeah. When I was getting ready to film this video, because I'm literally filming this video immediately after I got off work. I haven't even gone to sleep. I was so excited to get in front of this camera. And I was like, you know what? I'm a YouTuber. I'm gonna go get coffee. And I did. I went to go get coffee and I got a fucking sausage McGriddle. And then I got in the house and all of a sudden, oh, I'm so tired. Oh, I'll film after I take a nap. It was like I turned into a totally different person. I didn't even recognize that version of me. And honestly, it motivated me even more to get ready and to get in front of this camera. Because what the fuck was that? I was so excited to chase my dreams until I actually came in the house. And it was time to make the magic happen. And then I'm like, no, we could do this. No, let's push it back. And you know what that really is? That's not procrastination. That's not even self-sabotage. That is a deep-rooted sense of unworthiness. And not only that, it's a fear of success and it's a fear of rejection. Let me take you back to 2020. I lost people that year, and not because of the pandemic. They did not physically leave this earth, but they left my life. Until you lose people that you never in your life thought that you would be able to live without, you're really not gonna understand what I mean when I say I was going through so much shit back to back to back that I could not even process it. And I couldn't process those emotions because I had to survive. My living situation was unstable. My financial situation was unstable. So I'm trying to figure out my mental state, my emotional state, and my financial state. And it's my first time being alive. And I don't have no guidance because instead of guiding me, my family chose to be my opposition. They chose to set me up for failure. They chose to discourage me and tell me what I couldn't do instead of putting me on a right path where it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? I just need you guys to understand that, you know, a lot of people say that they didn't have the best childhood. I'm here to tell you, I did not have the best childhood. I did not, okay? I went from a physically abusive mother, a physically and verbally abusive mother, to a verbally abusive grandmother who I lived with until I was 15. I got taken from my mom when I was 4. So from 4 to 15, I was basically told constantly that I was ugly. Girl, I used to be scared to go in the refrigerator. I could not eat unless my grandma told me to eat. There was no such thing as going in the kitchen and getting something to eat. There was no such thing as that. I was basically in prison. I was in prison from age 4 to age 15, okay? Yeah, because I got treated like shit no matter what I did, no matter how I acted, I stopped giving a fuck. I genuinely just stopped giving a fuck. I stopped applying myself. It's because in my subconscious, I developed this belief that there was no point in trying and there was no point in applying yourself if you're just gonna get the same result. If you're just gonna get told that you're not good enough and you're never gonna be shit. That mentality and that belief system has followed me into adulthood, where it's like, even though I know that this YouTube shit could take off, it's so hard for me to apply myself because I think about the comments. And the comments are the same to me as my grandma cussing me out or my mom beating my ass. Like, it's literally the same thing because in my mind, I'm like, oh my God, I'm literally just trying to be Brianna. What the fuck is so bad about being Brianna? And please don't get me wrong. Don't think that I'm like a fucking schizophrenic and I'm like paranoid and when I open my comments, all I see is hate. That's not what I'm articulating to you guys. What I'm articulating to you guys is I'm at a place in my life where I have to build my channel back up. I gotta get back to that point where I'm making over $2,000 a month just off YouTube. When I think about all the hard work that goes into that, and I think about how I'm gonna be working nonstop. I just told you guys, I went to my real ass job and I came home and I got coffee and I did my makeup and I sat here and I filmed this video, bitch. I worked 2 jobs, if you think about it. When I think about the amount of work that I have to do to even get my channel back up to that point, and I think about the bullshit ass comments that I will receive when I get there, and it's like, bitch, you don't even know me. You don't even know what the fuck I've been through. You don't even know if that comment will be my 13th fucking reason. You know what I'm saying? I'm very avoidant of that. I'm afraid of that. I have a fear of success because I know that with success comes criticism, and I'm tired of being criticized. I'm making this video on some real shit because I'm also tired of living this life. I gotta be so real with you. When I think about it on a bigger scale, would I rather people that I'm never gonna meet ever in my life bully me, and I'm making thousands of dollars a month and they're saying whatever they want to say, but I'm somewhere on a yacht, or I'm starting businesses, or I'm buying property? Really follow me here. Like, let's really think about it, right? Follow your dreams. Do what you feel like you were put on this planet to do. And, you know, more money, more problems. You gotta deal with haters. You gotta deal with negative comments. You gotta deal with being picked apart. You gotta deal with being dehumanized. The more people that love you, the more people are gonna hate you. Or you could go to work for somebody else, build their vision, build their dream, not even make a livable wage, live a life that billions of other people on this planet are living, and die a nobody. Nobody knows your name because you never took a risk and you lived a very mediocre, very average life. I got more fingers up with this one. The first one, I get to make my dreams come true. I get paid to exist. I get to build my own empire. I get to pass it down to my kids. It seemed like the only thing I really gotta deal with is what bitches gotta say. Bitches been hating me since I came into this planet. So I feel like it's time to stop being sensitive about it and just accept it for what it is. I'm really that girl, and it rubs people the wrong way. Like, I really need to make peace with that, and that's why I'm making this video. I've talked to you guys about imposter syndrome. I've talked to you guys about being burnt out. This is the first video where I really got to the root of why my actions don't really match some of the things that I say sometimes. Because I talk a good game, but my actions is really not giving a bitch want to be rich and successful. It's not giving that. Because the work ethic, where is it? I really need to be honest with you guys. It's hard for me to be vulnerable like how I used to be 4 years ago or 5 years ago on my channel because of the comments. Honestly, people get on the internet and they say that they want real influencers, but if you're real, they gonna eat you up. Like, they actually hate the truth. I'm making this video as a way to release the past versions of myself that were necessary for me to survive while I was going through some of the traumatic events that I have shared with you guys in this video. You know what I'm saying? Like, the screaming and hollering that I used to do on here, that was the only way that I knew how to communicate my emotions and be heard. Because when I tried to talk to my family, or when I tried to address certain situations with my fake ass friends on some calm shit, they took my kindness for weakness and they thought that they could play in my face because I'm capable of empathy, which is why I like being alone. I'm not gonna stop being a good person because there's evil people out there or because there's selfish people out there. I'm just gonna protect my peace. You know what I'm saying? So this video is my way of protecting my peace because yes, we're about to be back to regular scheduled programming, bitch. I've been living my life and I got stories to tell. I've come to the conclusion that when I'm not doing YouTube, I feel lost. I genuinely feel lost. Like, I keep trying to run away from this fucking platform. I cannot get away from you guys. I keep coming back to YouTube. So you know what? These bitches just gonna have to hate me. They just gonna have to hate me. At the end of this video, once again, I wanna give a shout out and I wanna express my love and my appreciation for my OG subscribers, my angel gang, because God knows you quite literally have been angels in my life. There were times where I was reading comments and y'all don't even know. Like, y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know. You were doing God's work, because I was definitely on the edge. I want to acknowledge and I want to show you guys love, because oh my God, I've given so much attention to the hate. And it's like, what about the people that support you? What about the people that actually want to see you win? Like, I don't know. I feel like I've just been giving off this vibe that like everybody is out to get me. And I know that there are people out there that genuinely love watching me. They relate to me and they want to see me win. Like, I have so many silent supporters, and I feel like, you know, when I come on here focusing on the negativity, it's like it's getting weird. I don't know. I just got the ick, because I'm like, how did I not put this together sooner? Like, how did I not connect the dots like 3-4 years ago, bitch? You know what I'm saying? But I mean, when I was growing up, I definitely did look up to troubled celebrities, and I definitely did look up to celebrities that were outspoken and rebellious in the public eye. I feel like I have emulated myself after that, if I use that word correctly. And I feel like that is how I've branded myself as well, as somebody that's like outspoken, you know, what is she gonna say? Because I want to be real. Like, I want to be myself. The internet is the only place where I could genuinely 100% be myself. And so it's like, I need to lock in. And it's not even for the money. It's literally for my soul. Like, I am doing myself a disservice living the life that I'm living, because I could be doing so much better. I'm so much smarter than this. I'm so much more creative, so much more talented, so much more inspiring. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's definitely giving this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Because at the end of the day, I'm comfortable in my life, but that's just it. I'm comfortable. I don't want to be comfortable anymore. And it's really because I've been working on my self-worth, and I've been telling myself, you know what, Brianna, it's okay to grow. It's okay to evolve. It's okay that you have boundaries now. So you're not going to put yourself in stupid ass situations, because you have discernment, and because you don't play those games, and because you're not naive. You're not just gonna kick it with somebody because they said that they're your friend. I'm very grateful to my OG supporters, and even to my haters that for some reason have been watching me for years. Like, thank you guys for allowing me to grow, and thank you guys for allowing me to 100% be myself, because I don't get that in real life. And I hope at the end of this video you guys understand that, like, I got issues, man, and I need to be honest about that. Like I said, if it was really about the money, I would push through my mental health issues to like create content, and then I think I would crash out, or you guys would cancel me. So these little breaks that I take to get right with God and to get right with myself, they're very essential, and I will continue to do them. I will. But what I'm working on right now is developing systems to where I'm not burning myself out. I'm using affirmations to basically combat my perfectionism, because I feel like I use perfectionism as a form of self-sabotage. I'm currently reading a book that has really opened my eyes to my own behavior, and that is what has inspired me to get in front of this camera today and tell you guys, like, I definitely do believe in myself. I do believe that I have what it takes. The only person holding me back at this point is me. I acknowledge the fact that I have gone through painful experiences, and I acknowledge the fact I have not been able to give myself the grace to process the emotions that derived from those traumas. However, I'm not bigger than the program. And what I mean by that is, no matter how fucked up I think my life has been, there's somebody going through worse right now. They need to hear my voice. They need to know that they can make it to the other side. They need to know that even if your mama hates you and you don't know your daddy and your whole family gang up against you and tell you not shit, baby girl, you still the shit. You're very much her. If everybody give up on you, please don't give up on yourself. Like, for real though, like, I am doing a disservice to myself and I'm doing a disservice to the world by being inconsistent and not putting myself out there because of haters. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's literally starting to not make sense to me. It's funny because, I don't know, I just feel like my perception on a lot of shit is definitely changing. And that's why I said this video is very, very important, because the version of me that was literally paralyzed in fear and was scared to put herself out there because she got a taste of fame and it was not what she expected at all, she's gone. She's gone. I may look like her, I may talk like her, and I may even occasionally act like her. But I'm Patti LaBelle in this bitch. I got a new attitude, period. Thank you guys for giving me a space to even have these conversations, because I be talking about some real shit. I've been sitting up here telling you guys, oh, I have imposter syndrome, I have imposter syndrome. Bitch, you got low self-worth. You need to work on that self-esteem, okay? And I need to work on my core beliefs, because I'm one of those people that when too much stuff is going good, I start thinking to myself, oh my God, something bad's gonna happen, something bad's gonna happen. And it's like, I need to knock it off. Like, if it's already going good, it's finna get great. I am actively working on that. And I feel like because I'm finding my spark, and because I'm bold enough to do the inner work, and because I'm curious about myself, I mean, all those attributes combined are exactly why I have the platform that I have here on YouTube. Name a bitch that's doing it like me. She might have more subscribers, she might get more views, but I'm probably that bitch favorite YouTuber too. And that's why I gotta keep putting myself out there, because the princess is here. Let me stop. It's really time for me to take my place at the throne. It's time. Seriously, haters, keyboard gangsters, that's why you haven't quit your job? That's why you still going to work telling people you a YouTuber? Show me you a YouTuber. Show me. Show me. I would like to see it. Anyway, you guys, at this point, I am done talking. I mean, what else is there to say? In this video, I was real, I was raw, I was vulnerable, I was honest. Everything that you bitches say you want in a YouTuber. So here it is. Everything that you bitches swear is missing from YouTube is right here in me. You guys said YouTube is dead. Well, I'm finna bring it back, bitch. How about that? I'm serious. I'm so serious too. And you know why? Because I'm at a place in my life where I love myself enough to show up for myself. And practicing self-discipline is showing up for myself. It's not about the views. I don't give a fuck anymore if I took 3 days to edit a video and it doesn't even get 2,000 views. I don't give a fuck. I'm doing it because I love the game. I love the hustle. And I'm not going nowhere. I'm not going nowhere. So let's get this fucking money. If you guys like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Support your girl. Get those fingers moving in the comments below and let me know what you guys want to see from me next. Do you want another chit chat video? Do you want a mukbang? I was thinking about doing a get ready with me because I'm obsessed with my makeup and I need to buy new makeup. And you already know the story times are coming. Just let me know what order you want these videos to come out in, because the fact that I made up my mind, oh, I got 2 jobs. When I clock out of one job, I clock into the next one. I'm ready to work. With that being said, I love you guys so much, and I hope that this video inspires you to live boldly, live authentically, and have empathy for people, okay? Be nice. Till next time. I missed you bitches, I swear.